All right, we're preparing our area here for a decal. There's never been a decal here before, so I have no removal. I've already checked. The boat is nice and shiny. It's not all oxidized. The surface looks good. There's some little nicks here, but we can work with those. That ain't gonna hurt anything. So I'm just gonna wipe down the general area as to where it's gonna go with just some rubbing alcohol, and we'll be ready to apply our decal. So I'm just wiping the surface, making sure that I get any dust, dirt, just anything that you don't want underneath the decal needs to come off. All right, so now we're going to talk a little bit about the placement, where we're going to place the decal. A lot of this depends on the size. The lines of the boat are very important. Again, you got to keep in mind right now we're on a trailer, but this boat, when it goes into the water, it's going to sit a certain way. And the best guide we have for that, how it's going to sit, is both this line right here and obviously this up here. So you got to kind of make a judgment call. Part of it can be looking at this decal here, seeing what it's doing. You can see it gets closer here, and this kind of goes at an angle. But what's consistent through the whole thing is that the boat is pretty much going to be probably sitting pretty close to this water line right here. So we want to be above that, and then we want to be pretty level with that, and it's going to give us the best appearance. Another telltale is look at this logo. This logo, if you look at it here, it looks like it's fairly level with this here, and it's fairly level with this here. So at this particular spot, we're pretty good with just going straight right with this logo, right with this line down here. So what we're going to do next is we're going to come and we're going to mark out the area, and we're ready to place our decal. All right, what we're going to talk about now is before we put the decal on the boat, there's just some things we need to figure out about the decal itself. For starters, I need to know how long the decal is so that I can plan for that when I put it on the boat. I also I want to make sure that overall my decal stays nice and straight with the boat. And we don't use the tape or the edge of the material down here for this. What we use for that is the flat part of the bottom of the letters. If I have my line right there and I have my line right here on the boat, and I do the same thing over here, when I put this decal on, it's going to be straight with the boat. So we're lining it up with the letters, not with the tape or the other material. That takes care of my being level with the boat side, the tilt of the decal, so to speak. The next thing is where do we place it from side to side? Basically, I'm sorry, excuse me, this also takes care of the up and down portion of the decal. The side to side, we have to get our length, which is this decal is 3 feet. All I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the end and I'm going to put myself a mark at halfway point, which is 18 inches. And what that's going to do is that tells me the dead center of that decal, which I'm going to line up with the dead center of the area on the boat. So I've got this marked out ready to go. I know the size, I know the area it's going. I know that this is the bottom of my decal. This is the height I want my decal to be. It's also going to keep my decal nice and level. So this is now marked out and ready for me to go and start putting it on the boat.